Hey guys, very welcome to the channel. Hi Entropy, and I'm just started recording. I'm just starting recording, or I just started recording, and it's day 33 of English speaking, and I made pretty much progress, and yeah. So as of now, what I'm doing. So let me tell you, if you're watching for the first time, and if you are gonna watch in future, just I'm following few practices. I made few modifications after 30th day, and every day I'm just making few modification adjustments and trying to involve new phrases. And some I heard from some people like you are speaking at a speed, so you need to slow down your speed. So I'm just focusing on that. But that's why if you are feeling like I'm speaking very slow, then maybe you can speed up the but what I'm telling. So it's 33rd day of English speaking, and so far I'm doing great. Nowadays I replaced my environment with everything in English. For example, I'm listening podcasts and all things. And like also I stopped consuming Hindi content so that I can surround myself with more English content, so that my ears will be trained and it will automatically start picking the words and phrases, and it will be easy for me to grab new things. And also I'm watching the videos. Like if I'm entertaining myself with some internet content, then also I'm consuming it in English, so that I and optionally if the caption or subtitle is not provided, then I'm just turning on subtitle if it is available, and otherwise I'm trying to listen whatever they are saying. So yeah, this is a great way to improve communication, I hope. Not I hope, but yeah, actually it's a great way to improve your communication. And also simultaneously, not simultaneously, also I'm just connecting with peers, or you can say co-learners, and you can use where there are variety of applications. You can use any one as per your preference. I'm not going to tell like for the timing, like I'm using PeerUp because I purchased pro subscription. I had taken pro subscription of it, so that's why I'm using it. But you can use any applications, it's up to you. Our goal is to just learn, and yeah, so our goal is to learn and grow. So it's up to you, like whatever you application you wanted to use, you can use it. It's perfectly up to you. And for the timing, I just included one more thing, that is like generate a picture. I'm asking ChatGPT to generate a picture, and then what I'm doing, I'm trying to create a story based on picture, and I really enjoyed it, and I'm learning new words for uh, based on that. So it's like a there are multiple ways to learn. And also when I'm connecting with peers, or you can say co-learners, then I'm also getting a lot of learnings. And especially when I feel like, okay, this is the place where I'm lurking, or this is the story that I wanted to narrate in, but I'm not able to narrate it in a proper way, then I'm just making the changes and tweaking the uh, I'm making adjustments and learning. So it's like it's my 33rd day, and I heard like people are taking 4 years, 2 years. So it's definitely language. I heard in some podcast like learning a language is not easy, but but it's not impossible. So he used the word impossible. Now instead of what I'm saying impossible, but I don't know. Maybe impossible is the correct pronunciation. So it's up to you. And I might you might hear some noise, and that's because still construction is going on and at the rooftop, and that's why they are using electric hammer, and that's why you might hear noise, but you can ignore it. I hope I can. I'm little speaking louder so that you can hear me clearly. Okay. So what's the process? What I'm going to follow today? So first thing, shadowing. That's I'm going to do. And like in the morning, I just did 30 minutes of practice with AI. So that's one thing I did. And after that, I connected and had a conversation with. So I today I connected with three person. One person was really excited, but he's working in a shop. That's why he had to drop off due to a customer. So I think 7 to 8 minutes we had a conversation after another person, and he was curious. First thing, he was not behaving properly in the sense like he was talking to someone else, and he opened the call. So I was just wanted to drop off. Then he started asking question, and he asked, "What is your package?" I said, "No, I can't tell you," and all. Then he dropped off. Automatically, he dropped off. So I thought, okay, no problem. Like you will like when you are going to connect with people, you will see some good people, some bad people. That's everywhere. Okay, or maybe your frequency is not matching with them. You can't say like good or bad. because you who the hell are you who are going to judge someone, or who is going to tag someone? So definitely your frequency or your vibes is not matching with them. And then I connected with third person, and he was very curious to speak and curious to learn, and he is running a business. So basically what he is doing, so he is running a stationery shop. Okay, so it's not like he is running a retail shop. He is managing everything, inventory from warehouse, or maybe you can say go down. And he, his job is to connect with the school and colleges, and describe about the stationery products, and then take order from them. And basically you have to pull basically you have to take order from the customers, or maybe you can say school colleges. And for that he said like he need to improve his communication in English, because most of the time they are talking in English. So it's better if he will improve his communication. And he was very curious to know and tell. So that's what I learned. Basically I learned today from people. And okay, so after that, if you know, like I'm reading 1 hour, any book you can pick, and I'm reading it for 1 hour, reading out loud. So right now I'm reading this Atomic Habits by James Clear, and it's more about, like, if you know, like it's tiny remarkable, tiny changes, remarkable result. So that is their tagline. So far I finished many chapters. You can say up to. So I'm not going by chapter. Like I'm reading through I'm reading through chapters by chapter. But my target is just read for 1 hour. How many chapters you are covering? It depends on the number of pages. But most of the time I'm covering two and half chapter, or less than half chapter. Two and you can say another chapter, just 20% of the chapter. And so far I finished. I almost, you can say, 60%. No, not 60%, but we have very high. You can say 40% I finished, 60% is remaining. Let's see how it goes. And so far it's going great. Like I'm reading and I'm learning new vocabs and all. On my goal is, right now my goal is not to change the pronunciation to, I mean, no, not pronunciation, I was talking about change the accent. I'm not picking any accent. I'm just focusing on speaking clearly and speaking the good sentences, so that you enriched sentences, so that I can use a lot of new vocabs and all. So my goal is just to be accumulate the new information as much as you can get from the different content, and then try to speak it. And especially I noticed, like when you are surrounding yourself with English speaking content, then definitely you will, sometimes when you are hearing the things, you will start picking. That's the possible, that's one of option. Okay, so and now I'm just slowing down my speech or my speaking habit, so that I can whatever I'm gonna speak, I can clearly process it, and I can say like what exactly I'm saying. Okay, but if you have anything new, or if you wanted to share with me, if you have, I mean, it might be like you already traveled a lot, you traveled a lot, or maybe you already are in your final stage. I think I said wrong sentence. Final stage of journey. What do you mean by, like, everyone is here continuing and practicing and improving? So that's wrong sentence. I mean, if you are senior to me in English speaking journey, then definitely. And if you have anything new and you wanted to share, just do let comment down, and I'll consider them. Okay. For the time being, let me proceed with storytelling. So yesterday I just created. I asked ChatGPT to generate an image for me. Today I'm gonna ask it again. But yesterday I just tried to. I practiced on the story and I tried to refine it. Maybe I'll just read it like what I refined it. I don't say like it's the greatest. Like I'm just learning it still. Still I'm a beginner, man. So I don't know where is image that I used. I don't know where's my MS. I thought it will be here only. Something was wrong. Or what? Let me see. I think somewhere I just missed it. Oh man. I lost that image or what? System design? No. where I generated that image. Okay, I think I lost that image. So let me do one thing. I'll okay I'll just start recording because I do not want to waste your time and my time as well. So we are focusing more on this. So let me start recording. I don't know what this. Going to record complete screen, and let me ask it to generate an image for me, and then. Okay, last time I just used this one. Okay, here are some examples. Build endurance. No, no, no. This is not what I wanted. I think it will be here only, man. Somewhere it will be. File migration versus remove. Casual greeting. Mysterious. Oh, I think this one is what. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So this is the story, and I'm going to narrate. I'm gonna narrate it again. So yesterday I tried out, but some of the words I wasn't getting. So that's why what I did. I learned a new word. What was it, man? Yeah, tiptoed. Okay, so let's start. Three, two, one. Here we go. Okay, so few years back, my friend invited me to invited me into her sister's wedding. So me and my friend made a plan to go into her sister his sister's not. I made a mistake again. Okay, so me and my friend uh, wanted to visit or wanted to go into her sister's wedding. Okay, then we reached the location and we celebrated the wedding. We had a lot of entertainment in a wedding, and after that, like once wedding finished, we were talking together, and then one person came and started talking about a famous folk tale story or mysterious story of the village. And he was telling there is a famous temple in the village, and it is known for ghosting stories, or maybe it's folk tale story that you no one is allowed to visit after 6 p.m. Okay, so and he said to us like if you will visit after and there is a you can say famous belief between the people that after 6 p.m. ghosts visit the temple to to pray the god for liberation. Okay, liberation I word or you can say moksha. So I just learned a new word. So let me start the narrating story. So me and my friend decided to visit the temple after 6 p.m. So we tiptoed quietly. Tiptoed means you are moving quietly that no one notice you. We tiptoed quietly. So after 6 p.m. or maybe in the night, we tiptoed quietly so that no one would notice us, and we started moving towards temple, or we started approaching towards temple. Then we saw a signboard, or you can say an alert board, was written or was hanging on a tree, and it was clearly mentioned that please do not try to visit the temple after 6 p.m. But we just ignored the signboard, or we ignored the alert board, and we kept moving towards the temple, or you can say not, we don't need to mention towards temple, we kept moving. And then we saw another signboard, and it was clearly mentioned there like it's a graveyard, and all the ghosts from uh, this graveyards moves to the temple after 6 p.m. to pray the god for liberation. But we ignored that as well, and we kept moving on towards the temple, and finally we reached the temple. Yeah, we reached the temple. I am fumbling here. So finally we reached the temple, and we saw there a small candle, or you can say, yeah, a small light was lighting up in the temple's room, but temple inside the temple, but all the doors were closed, and we saw few shadows that were uh, around the temple premises. And one of my friend said these are the ghosts, but we saw that these are nothing but then I said, bro, these are the shadows only, don't worry about them. These are shadows, not ghosts. And then we entered into the premises. You can say we entered into the temple, and all the doors were locked. So we decided to open the door. So we found like I asked my friend to find out a brick so that we can break the lock. And then we tried to break the lock, and we entered into the temple. And after that, we saw there were few ghosts. Okay, so there were few ghosts. I'm just trying to make it more. Okay, so there were few ghosts. So once my one of my friends saw the ghost, he got fainted. Okay, and we got scared after seeing the ghost, and we just pulled up my fainted friend, and we started running from the temple. And we were not looking back, and we were keep on running and running, and we reached, and we were just wanted to reach the signboard where we saw, like, for the first time. We were trying we were keep on running, and we just wanted to reach the banyan tree that we saw for the first time, the where we saw the signboard. And once we reached that banyan tree, we looked back, and the ghost wasn't there. And the reason why we were looking, or why we were trying to chase the banyan tree, because the person told us that once you will reach the banyan tree, this is the limit of the ghost. They can reach till here, and they can't go beyond it, or they can't enter into the you can say village. And then we came back to the room, and we tried to make him unconscious. Not unconscious, make him conscious. So we spread some water to make him unconscious, and then the story ends. uh, I think that's pretty much about this story. Okay, I know there are few more words, there are few, I know it's not good, but still I'm trying to do it. Okay, that's pretty good. I just tried to narrate the story. Let's jump into the tongue twister. Yeah. So, what are the new words? Tiptoed means you are quietly tiptoeing. Maybe you can say, are you too quietly tiptoed so that no one would notice you? So you are just. Yesterday. I was using like we kept moving in silence speed so that no one would notice us. Okay, and another word was liberation, moksha, if you know. So I just try to include two words. Actually, still it's not a refined version. Still, I'm just not enjoying the story. Still, I'm trying to narrate the story, but it's not coming with emotions. It's like without emotions. And a story is more like when you are narrating a story, your emotions should be associated with the story. Then only people will enjoy it. Okay, but let's try it out. We'll see it. Will be better as we progress. It's not like one day you will, today only you will become master. Things take times, and especially when you are learning a new language, definitely it will take time. So next step, what is the next step? Tongue twisters, bro. It's very tongue tongue twisters. Why tongue kiss? Tongue twisters. Hey, why this is not? Let's. Okay, let's learn. I'm a man. I was watching another video, right? Tongue twister. I already watched few tongue twisters of what he was telling. So yeah, let's use it. Three tongue twisters. We are going to practice, and after that we'll see. So here is the third. Come on.
Hey everyone, I'm Alex. Thanks for clicking,
Hey,
and
Alex.
welcome to this
How are
lesson
you?
on 10 English
I think it is
up
first
before you do that.
specific.
But they are just a good and fun way to help you
And the second was
practice
fresh
your
fried
English.
fish.
And again,
Fresh
we're going to
fried
look at
fish.
10 of them. And
Friendly
before I
fleas
start,
and
if you
fireflies.
enjoy
So
this
we covered
video,
already.
make sure to
So
subscribe to my channel.
Let me jump directly to the
Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
rubber baby
Rubber
buggy
baby
bumpers.
buggy bumpers.
Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
So this one is a classic from elementary school for many
Rubber
English speakers.
baby buggy
So try,
bumpers.
repeat after me. We'll do slow at first.
Rubber
Baby buggy bumpers.
Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
This one is not too bad. A lot of
it's
children
easy.
use this one.
Rubber
So let's
baby
try it
buggy
3 times
bumpers.
fast now. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Oh,
Rubber baby.
It's not that easy. Rubber baby buggy bumper. Rubber baby buggy it's twisting when buggy and bumper I have to say simultaneously. Rubber baby buggy bumper. 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 Buggy bumper. Okay. Rubber baby buggy bumper. Rubber baby buggy bumper. Rubber baby buggy bumper. Rubber not rubber. Rubber baby buggy bumper. 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 Rubber baby. Oh man, it's hard. It's not too hard. Like it's little tongue twisting. It's like little tongue twister. So yeah, definitely we are practicing tongue twister. Then it will try to twist your tongue. So rubber baby buggy bumper. 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 What is meaning of it? Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Bumpers. It's not bumper. I'm just saying it all the time. Rubber baby buggy bumper. Rubber baby buggy bumper. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Let me speak little slowly. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. 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 Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Buggy bumpers.
I need to practice more.
Wait. Okay.
Okay.
You ready?
Ready. Let's go.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Rubber
Your
baby
turn.
buggy bumpers.
Go.
Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Rubber baby buggy
Rubber
bumpers.
baby buggy bumpers.
Oh.
Not
Rubber
bad?
baby buggy
How do you
bumpers.
feel? Okay, good.
bro.
You got your B and your R's going there.
Yeah,
It's a lot of fun. Use that
Rubber
one
baby
with your
buggy
kids.
bumpers.
Let's continue to the next one.
Yep.
A proper copper coffee pot.
A proper copper coffee
A
pot.
proper copper coffee pot.
A proper copper coffee pot.
This one is actually quite challenging, even for me, if I don't slow down. So one
A
more
proper
time, repeat
copper
after
coffee
me.
Pot. A
A
proper
proper copper
coffee
coffee
pot.
pot.
A proper copper coffee pot. A proper copper coffee pot.
Good.
A proper
And
copper
you'll
coffee
notice,
pot.
again, I live in Canada, so I'm using the Canadian/American pronunciation.
Oh,
If you are doing this one in British English, it would be closer
coffee
to.
pot. Coffee pot.
Do I want to embarrass myself?
Coffee pot.
A proper copper coffee pot.
A proper
Like similar to
copper
that.
coffee
So
pot. A
I'm just
proper
going to
copper
speak the way
coffee
I
pot.
speak, which is a proper copper coffee pot. Let's
Oh,
try
I
it
think
3
it's
times fast. I'm not
A proper
confident, but
copper
let's
coffee
give
pot.
it a
proper
try.
copper coffee pot.
A proper copper coffee pot. A proper copper coffee pot. A proper copper coffee pot.
A proper copper
Yes.
coffee
Not
pot.
bad.
A proper
Okay.
copper coffee
All right.
pot. A
Your
proper
turn.
copper
3 times
coffee-
fast.
coffee
A
pot.
proper copper coffee
A
pot.
proper copper coffee
3,
pot. A proper copper
2,
coffee pot.
1,
A proper copper
go.
coffee pot. A proper copper 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 coffee pot.
I was just doing it in my head, and I know I got tongue-tied
it's-
while I was trying to do it like quietly. All right, let's
jump to
continue
third.
with the next one. She seized a sneeze.
She seized a
She
sneeze.
seized a sneeze.
How it's possible?
Repeat after me.
She
Your
seized
turn.
A sneeze.
She seized a sneeze.
She seized a sneeze. She seized a sneeze. She seized a sneeze.
Good.
She seized
So
a
I guess she
sneeze.
captured the
I
sneeze
don't
before
think we
it,
need to put
before she
stress
sneezed.
on
So she
it.
seized the sneeze. So here you have sh and s.
Sure.
Similar to she
She-
sells seashells by the seashore, which is another
Sure, sure.
all-time classic and which you can listen to in my other tongue twisters video.
She seized the sneeze. She seized the
Yes,
sneeze.
so she
seized
sees the sneeze.
She seized
I think
the
I can do
sneeze.
this
She
one. I feel
seized
good
the-
about this
I
one.
sneeze.
So
She
3
seized the
times fast.
sneeze.
Here we go. She sees the sneeze. She sees the sneeze. She sees the sneeze.
Huh?
Mm.
She sees the sneeze.
I think I was
sees the
overconfident.
sneeze. She sees the sneeze.
She sees the sneeze.
She
She
sees
sees
the
the sneeze.
sneeze.
She
She
sees
sees the
a sneeze.
She sees
If you
the
can't do it
sneeze.
super fast, like I clearly cannot with consistent accuracy, it's okay. Slow
Oh,
it down.
let's start
Repeat
one more
after me
time.
one more time. She sees the sneeze.
She sees the sneeze. She sees the sneeze. She sees the sneeze.
Okay,
She sees
not
the
bad.
sneeze. She sees.
We both feel embarrassed now,
sneeze.
so let's go to the
No,
next
I'm not
one.
feeling embarrassed.
Cooks, cook,
Okay, that's
cup.
all. That's all. I'll do it tomorrow. So tongue twisters, these are great and interesting. Do it. Like if you're working on pronunciation, definitely it will help you. So don't feel embarrassed or something. Why? You are learning, right? So it's like if you'll feel embarrassed, then you won't learn. You won't be able to learn. Do you get jealous easily? No, I don't. I do not get jealous. Why do you get jealous? Maybe you, instead of getting jealous, you should try to make them as a target in the sense competitor. Treat them as a competitor and try to become better than them. It will be better instead of getting jealous of something and you are trying to put them down, or maybe you are just hating them. That's not going to help you. It will harm you only. Okay, it's motivational quote. Remember it. Don't get jealous of anyone. Treat them as a competitor and try to get better than them. That's a healthy competition, you can say. Okay, what next? So next thing is shadowing. Shall we do shadowing? Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna do shadowing for next. Okay, let me do. First, I'll do shadowing. After that, I'll practice more on storytelling, and that's all for the day. Then, so shadowing. Let me add a clock for 10 minutes or 13 minutes. Yeah, bro. Where is clock? Clock, come on. Start. It will take for 15 minutes. Shadowing. I'm just taking any random video, or I'm just starting any random
Hello,
video.
lovely students, and welcome back to English with Lucy. I
Lucy.
have a very special lesson
Welcome,
for you today
Lucy.
that's going to help you practice your speaking and pronunciation skills
Pronunciation.
in English. Today, we're going to do some shadowing. You are going to become my shadow. Shadowing is a
Shadowing.
repetition technique that can help
Repetition technique.
improve your pronunciation and aid you to sound more natural in English. In
Natural.
addition to the amazing speaking practice you're getting in today's lesson, I've also created a free PDF that you can download. It has the full transcription, plus some new vocabulary, some more information on how to shadow effectively, and a
Okay.
quiz to test what you've learned. If you'd like to download that, just click on the link in the description box, you enter your name, and will automatically receive
Oh,
dates and
come on.
offers. It's of English speaking. We both know that
Stop
the
it
absolute
then.
best way to make progress fast is to have a one-on-one tutor. You can find your perfect one-on-one English tutor, take a free trial with them, and get $10 in lesson credit for free. Languatalk is a company that I think is solid.
that's
It's an
promotion.
online tutor platform with across the board, much
What
less
if
than
I'm
that we're taking
bankrupt?
to watching this video. So there's towards
$10
lessons
is too
led
much,
for
man.
anyone signing up from today onwards. The link is in the description box. Okay, before we begin your speaking practice, I want to explain what shadowing is and what I'm going to ask you to do in this video. When shadowing, you repeat what someone is saying with as little delay as possible. It's not repeat after me, it's speak along with me.
Speak
So while
along
I
with me.
speak, you speak too, trying to match my speech patterns, my
Oh.
intonation, and pronunciation. This is a great way to improve your
Hey, I was always using I thought maybe shadowing means someone will speak and after that you are repeating or mimicking them. But she's telling I have to when we are shadowing, it's like you have to speak along with her and you have to match the speed, how she is speaking, the accent, how she is speaking. Let's continue. It will be
speaking,
interesting.
especially if you don't have anyone to speak with. It feels a bit weird at first, but once you understand and know the technique, you can use literally any audio you want to practice more. Just choose a person who you want to sound like and go for it. Okay, I'm going to tell you a story about something slightly embarrassing that happened to Will and me last week. Some
Who's
of the
Will,
vocabulary
first?
might be new for you. Don't worry, I've put a full list of vocab in the PDF. When shadowing, the primary focus first. The other night, Will and I were sitting down to dinner when we heard a thump above our heads. That's our first sentence. Did you notice anything? I put up an F prep. First, just listen to me. Then we'll talk about the pronunciation. Then you can practice. The other night, Will and I were sitting down to dinner when we heard a thump above our heads. That's our first sentence. Did you notice anything about my pronunciation? I want to point out a couple of features that will help you sound more natural when you're shadowing me. Firstly, I used a schwa when saying Will and I, and I elided or dropped the d sound in and. Will and I, not will and I, will and I. I also used a weak form of were, to, and the article that was just before thump, a thump. And did you hear which word was most stressed in that sentence? Thump. That was the most interesting and surprising information. Okay, let's practice together now. Speak along with me.
The other night,
Will and I were sitting down to dinner when we heard a thump above our heads. Good. If you want more practice, just pause the video, replay that part. Here's the next part of the story.
Hold on.
Pause the video.
The other night, Will and I were sitting down to dinner when we heard a thump above our heads. The other night, Will and I were sitting down to dinner when we heard a thump above our heads. Our heads. Anyway, the other night, Will and I were sitting down to dinner when we heard a thump above our heads. Okay.
Replay that part. Here's the next part of the story. Listen first. We live in an old house, so we just shrugged it off and started eating. There was another louder thud, and then what sounded like footsteps. Creepy, right? So before you speak along with me, I want to point out one feature of connected speech in that sentence. Catenation, which is when a consonant sound at the end of one word joins with a vowel sound at the beginning of the next. You saw this in live in an old, and shrugged it off, live in an old. It's almost like old starts with N, an old, live in an old. Let's practice again. Now say it with me out loud.
Hold on. Live in an old house. So we just shrugged it off and started eating. There was another louder thud, and then what sounded like footsteps. Man, it's pretty difficult. I think it's not a beginner friendly video. We live in an old house, so we just shrugged it off and I started eating. There was another louder thud, and then what sounded like footstep. Okay, let me say it.
Let's practice again. Now say it with me out loud. We live in an old house, so we just shrugged it off and started eating. There was another louder thud, and then what sounded like footsteps. Okay, the next part. Just listen. I am not joking when I tell you the hairs on my arms stood on end. Even Will looked a bit shaken, which is not like him at all. He called our dog Diego for company and went upstairs to investigate. Okay, a few things to point out here before we try this together. Firstly, I didn't use a contraction with I am. You probably know that we almost always use contractions rather than full forms when we're speaking, especially in informal situations. But here I chose to use the full form for emphasis. I also stressed not. You also heard assimilation with the words
I'm not.
on my. The n in on became n, on my. There are also examples of intrusion in the text. I am,
I am.
my arms,
My arms.
to investigate.
To
Between
investigate.
I am and my arms,
To
I inserted
investigate.
a y sound. And between to and investigate, there was
investigate.
a w sound. Now let's practice together. I am not joking when I tell you the
Okay, let me.
sound. Now, and investigate, to investigate, there was a w
To
sound.
investigate.
Now let's practice together.
To
I
investigate.
am not joking
I'm not
when
joking
I tell
when I
you
tell you
the hairs on my arms stood on end. Even Will looked a bit shaken, which is not like
which is
him at
not
all.
like him at all.
He called our dog Diego for company
for
and
company
went upstairs to investigate.
To investigate.
Great. Okay, here's the final part of my story.
What I'm thinking, it's not going to help my to improve communication, at least for the timing. I just it will be useful when I'm fluent and I just want to catch someone's accent, or I just want to enhance or enrich my speaking. For the time being, it's not going to help. Definitely, I'm struggling with sentences, and she is telling to improve pronunciation. But man, it's the actual shadowing is like this. I was doing something different. Okay, so let's jump to the third and most important. Let me ask to create another story. Cyberpunk City. Let's see how it's going to generate this third, second one. Just wait for a minute. Let me ask. Hey, copy is not working. Command C or what? Copy what? Oh man, I'm not Command C. Huh, I'm using Control C. I mean Control V, not C. Okay, if you know what is written here, Wabi Shabi, Japanese wisdom to live perfectly imperfect life, and our lives are always imperfect, and you have to live it perfectly. And the best way is to uh, stop comparing yourself with others. Everyone has a different path, different trajectory, and they are just following that. So you follow your trajectory and just try to enrich with the uh, good things instead of comparing your trajectory with someone else. You always will be unhappy, man. So I'm just waiting to generate an image, then I'll try to narrate a story. So let's see how it goes. Cyberpunk City. Cloud. No, just give me a minute. I'll narrate a story out of it. Okay, so let me think more about it. Kiroshi, Cloud, bro. This is an interest. This would be an interesting story. Okay, so let me say it like this. It was okay, year 2050. Everywhere AI taken over, and all the cities were turned into AI data centers, and humans were about to obsolete, and AI had taken everywhere. So one of my friend decided to visit the cyber hub, or you can say the capital of AI. That is, let's take the example of Japan. Okay, then he visited, or he just tried to he tiptoed and tried to visit and see the city how it transformed. And then once he entered into a hotel, he found that everything is looking completely different. uh, AI is driving cars, AI is doing like driving planes, and all the buildings has been transformed and being taken by taken down by AI. Okay, and he is seeing, then he noticed something, like the AI bots, or you can say AI robots, are going to gym to exercise, and that is fascinating for him. and then he saw few drones were coming towards him, and he got scared and he entered into the hotel back. That's the sad story that I'm thinking of. And now AI is no more. You can think of, no, no, I'm telling you a story, so I can't say like you can think of it, something, right? So maybe tomorrow I'll come up with a better version of a story. Yeah, there is a lot of things you can see if you will see the details. It's like you have entered into some cyber space, or maybe where things are completely different, and the walls, this maybe you can say buildings are if you notice, Burj Khalifa, there they are portraying the images, or its digital screen is being all the famous things are being displayed on the surface of building. So if you notice here also, it's like New York City. Oh, great, man. I don't know what is written on his bag, because it seems like Chinese or Japanese. I don't know. Kiroshi. What is it? Okay, so that's pretty much about for today. I'm going to start DSA streaming. And what is time right now? Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye. Keep practicing and you will do. I'm not giving you blessings, man. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so I'll come up with a better story for it tomorrow, and I'll tell you strong story. I'll just generate it. I'm writing now. Nowadays, I'm planning to write down so that I'll be like enhance my storytelling capability. For that, I need to practice a lot. Practice a lot. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.